Hi, and welcome to the Align Your Goals with Action workshop. This workshop is brought to you by the Magnificent Me workshop series. I am the presenter. My name is Kelly Hahn. I'm a certified personal trainer and health coach. And although a lot of my examples will be around health and fitness, please know that this is a general goal setting workshop for anybody with goals in any area of your life. So before we dive into the actual goals, I just want to talk about preparing for change, because if we're going to accomplish our goals, we do have to make changes. So according to the trans-theoretical model of behavior change, it states that there are 5 stages of change. The first one is pre-contemplation. In this stage, you're not planning to make any change, you're unmotivated and not ready for the help. It's often because that person is uninformed or underinformed of consequences of their behavior. Example, unhealthy eating and absence of movement can lead to an early death or severe disease and illness. But until somebody truly sees that or believes that can happen to them, they will stay in the pre-contemplation stage. The second is contemplation. So this is where people start to think about making change, and they're thinking maybe within the next 6 months they'll make a change. They're more aware of the pros of changing, but they are also aware of the cons, so they still have some hesitation. An example of that is they know that there's health benefits to eating healthy and working out, but they see the cons as having to carve out time to work out, having to eat less of their favorite foods, and maybe they hate working hard in a workout, and that's a con for them as well. The third stage is preparation. So this is where the person intend to take action in the near future, usually within the next month, and they have a plan of action in place. At this point, they see that the pros outweigh the cons. The fourth stage is action. People have made some changes in their lifestyle within the past 6 months, and they've been consistent with them. So example, perhaps they've been consistently going to the gym for 6 months. And then brings us to the maintenance stage. So in the maintenance stage, people have stayed consistent in their life modifications for more than 6 months, and they're working to prevent relapse. So they're trying to put strategies and plans into place so that they don't relapse and go back to the beginning and have to start all over again. So those are the 5 different stages of change. And then just to talk about what's the purpose of goals. Setting a goal, it creates purpose for us. When you're in a situation in life and maybe you're unhappy, you're unsure, you just don't know what direction your life is going, setting a goal can be huge. It can give you that something to work for, that something to make you feel good, that's something that you can check off your checklist as you continue to grow in it and accomplish those little tasks that you sent out to accomplish the goal. Action is key with goals. We can spend all of our time doing research on the goal, but that usually gets just completely overwhelming. It will probably exhaust us, that we'll give up. Too much information isn't always a good thing. So taking action and small steps towards your goal every day is a better option for you. Even if it is the tiniest step, at least you're moving forward and you're making progress. Where if you just keep doing research over and over, you're at a standstill and you've gone nowhere. So start making those tiny little efforts and those tiny changes to make steps towards your goal. And then you also want to build structure around the goal, which will help shift your mindset. And we'll talk a lot about that structure and what I would call those pillars to surround yourself with so that you can be successful in your goals. There are different areas of life for goals. I want you to start by choosing 1 to 3 areas where you want to see personal growth for the year. The different areas, you can have family, home life, self-care, personal development, community, money and career, or passions and hobbies. So I want you to take some time right now and think of 1 to 3 areas of your life that you want to make changes in. And the reason I don't want you to pick every area, even though you may have a goal in every area, is because it's better to pick 3 to 4 solid goals accomplish those, and then move on to seek out additional goals. If you try to accomplish 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goals all at once, you're much more likely to fail at all of them. So it's better to just focus on a few. So like for family/home life, is there a family relationship you want to strengthen? Is there something just in your household that you want improved? For self-care, do you want to lose weight or get healthier, stronger? Personal development, is there a leadership course you want to take? Community, do you want to volunteer more? Etc., etc. So pause this PowerPoint for a minute and think about what you want, and then you can come back to it and we'll move on. So now that we know the areas of the life that you want to make changes in, we need to create SMART goals. Many of you have probably heard of these before. SMART stands for specific. It's not enough just to say, I'm going to lose 20 pounds this year. You need to be very specific when setting a goal. So a better example would be, I'm going to lose 5 pounds a month for the next 4 months by meal planning and prepping every Sunday, tracking my food in MyFitnessPal to stay under X amount of calories, working out 4 days a week by strength class at a gym Monday, Wednesdays at 6, walking on a treadmill Thursdays at lunch, and doing a stair stepper Saturday at 8 a.m. Do you see how specific that was? I know exactly what I need to do to accomplish that goal now. The M stands for measurable. So losing 5 pounds in a month is measurable. If you just say, I will lose weight, that's not measurable. So getting that measurable amount is really important. The A stands for attainable. It needs to be realistically attainable, and you need to be able to achieve smaller goals within the large goal to help keep you motivated. So an example of attainable, losing 30 pounds in a month, it's probably not realistic. Maybe I'm the biggest loser, but not in real life. So you should set something like 1 to 2 pounds every week for 6 months to build up to that 30-pound weight loss. That is more attainable. The R stands for relevant. You need your goal to be relevant to your specific interests, needs, and abilities. If you're going to run a half marathon, but all you do is strength train, that's not very realistic, at least not without higher chance of injury. So choosing a running plan to help you accomplish that goal is a better choice. And even within that, you could choose a running plan that has you training 6 days a week. But if you work full time, have kids, have other outside responsibilities, six days a week's probably still not realistic. So you need to find the plan that works for you and your life. The T stands for time bound. You want to set a timeline and a deadline to complete the goal. So set both the long-term and short-term deadlines to stay on task. Now we're going to move on to the 7 pillars for successful goal setting. We'll break our goals out into those 7 pillars. This way we can start molding our goals into those SMART goals and putting the appropriate support into place. We want to create our purpose and start achieving our goals. So pillar number 1, the specific goal with the why. So now I want you to take some time. I want you to write out 3 SMART goals. Remember to be specific. Give me the who, what, when, where, and the why. The why in this situation is our motivator. It's our reason for wanting to accomplish the goal. And I want you to also kind of think about and wrap your head around, how will you feel if you reach that goal? And you can tie that into your why. So take a minute. Feel free to comment some of your goals. I would love to see them. I'll give an example of a nice specific goal. So an example, if you want to save $1,000 per month, that's a great goal, but here's how you can expand on it. I will save $1,000 per month by putting $333 in my savings as soon as I receive each weekly paycheck. I will create a budget for my monthly expenses that will allow this savings and will stick to it. I will only visit Starbucks once a week. I will get my haircut at Cost Cutters and do my own nails temporarily while I'm saving this money. And I'll budget my going out money so I can go out to dinner at least once a week. I will do this for 6 months. Why? Because I want to save a total of $6,000 to put towards a month-long trip to Asia. It has been a dream to do this, and my job finally has the flexibility to allow this. I want to travel to learn about a new culture, learn about myself, and have this once-in-a-lifetime experience. That was long, but guess what? It was specific, and I had a really good why attached to it, which is going to make me more likely to be successful with it. So go ahead, pause this, write down your goals. And then we're going to move on to pillar number 2. I want you to write a contract. You're going to write out your goals and your why. Handwrite them. You could make a beautiful vision board if you want. Make it aesthetically pleasing. I want you to decorate it in a way that will motivate you. So whether that's motivational quotes, a nice picture, a picture of your family, whatever it might be. But I want, again, that written or printed out, nice, pleasing to look at, and then I want you to physically sign it. It's a contract to yourself that you will work towards these goals and you will accomplish them. And then I want you to hang it somewhere. Hang it somewhere in your house where you'll see it every day so that you can check in daily to make sure that you are on track with your goals. You can put it on a bathroom mirror, a fridge, anywhere you know you'll see it every day. Pillar number 3, find people to help. We cannot do this alone. It takes a group of people. We need to be surrounded by that support in order to be successful. So I'm going to talk about 3 different types of people that you want. You want an accountability partner. This is somebody who's going to be honest with you. They're not going to sugarcoat things. They should help you rise and support your goal. This may also be a person with similar goals as you who will go through the process alongside you. So you guys might not be doing everything together, but they're on that same parallel path. So again, you want this person to be supportive and lift you up, rise you up, especially when you need it and you're doubting yourself. But you also need them to be honest. The second type of person is a mentor or a teacher. So this is someone who's achieved the goal that you're reaching for or has enough wisdom in what you want to do, that you trust their advice, and there's somebody you can bounce ideas off of. The third type of person is community. It feels so good to belong to a group of people, to feel that sense of safety with like-minded individuals so that you can feel open to talking about the struggles towards your goal, what you've done well towards your goal, and just anything you feel like you need to talk about. So those are the 3 different types of people that you want to have in your life to accomplish these goals. So I want you to take a second now and write down the names and or occupations of 3 people that you think can help you achieve your goals. You might have the same 3 people for all of your goals, or it might be different. So take a minute, think about it, and write that down. And again, it doesn't have to be a specific name. It could be occupation of somebody who might be of big help to you. The 4th pillar is believe in the possibility. You have got to believe that your goal is possible in order for it to be attainable. You cannot accomplish something if you don't think you can accomplish it. So you need to tell yourself every day, I can do this and I will do this. You need to find that community of people who also believe in you and who can continue to tell you, you can do this, you've got this. And another great thing to do with believing in the possibility is to practice daily gratitude. It gives you a much more positive mindset, which just in general will make you feel better about yourself, better about your life, better about the world around you, and will help you succeed. So an example of that, you can just every morning just wake up and say, thank you. Thank you for the day and for the opportunity. Or if you want to get a little bit more involved in it, you could every night or morning or lunchtime, doesn't matter. But every day, write down or tell someone 3 things that you are grateful for. And lastly, you can ask others what they are grateful for today. So that just continues to put more gratitude in your life. Pillar number 5, find proof and success stories. For a lot of us, seeing is believing, and seeing that other people have accomplished something makes us more motivated and more likely to believe that we can also do it. So find people that are similar to you who've accomplished it. Listen to them, talk to them, read their stories, listen to their testimonials, and then talk with people that you trust who've had success and get their input. So that type of person might be your mentor or teacher, again, who's succeeded or has great wisdom in the area that you want to accomplish a goal in. So seeing this, hearing these stories, hearing all these successes, it helps us believe in the possibility when we know others did it. Pillar number 6, practical process. Make sure that your strategy and process for achieving your goal is practical for your life. So we talked about this a little bit with the R in SMART goals, the relevant. If you have lunch meetings 4 out of 5 days every week, working out at lunch is probably not practical. It doesn't fit into your life. Another great example, I love talking about The Biggest Loser. Working out 7 hours a day, having meals cooked for them, it's an artificial environment. Those type of results that they see on The Biggest Loser, they're not realistic. You can't mimic that environment. It is not practical and it is not possible. So don't expect to see those kind of results. Find those strategies that will fit into your life and your schedule. Number 7, take action and practice. This might be the most important one. You need to build behaviors of your goal into your life so that it becomes ritual and then it becomes habit. It eventually just becomes a part of who you are, not something that you do. You don't even have to think about it anymore. You just automatically do it. You automatically find time for it in your day and you just do it. You need to work on your goals daily. Again, it can be the smallest step. It could be plugging a task into your calendar, whatever. That can help you accomplish your goals. Just a little step every day. If you don't take that first step, you can't move forward. And when you slip, this is a really important one too. When you slip, you need to get back on track right away. Don't let that slip be an excuse to give up. And that's why writing down your tasks and desired behaviors into your calendar is really going to help. If you plan out for the next 90 days and physically put things into your calendar, whether it's written or on your phone or on your computer, if you have a bad day and you slack on your goals, you'll see that next day a task to push you again towards your goal. And you'll be more likely to jump back on track and get back to it. So you need to plan ahead, prepare ahead, take action, practice, figure out what's going to work for you. If you want to save money, stop frivolous daily spending. Take a look at what you're spending money on and where you can stop and save. If you want to lose weight, plan each day's meals, plan the workouts, not just 2 days each week, but plan out everything that you're going to do for the week. One big reason that people don't achieve their goals, 3 reasons that people don't achieve their goals. The first is that they don't invest in their own success. You do have to invest in yourself. This may be a financial investment or it may be a time investment, depending on your goal. But educating yourself, finding, hiring, working with coaches, understanding that your health is important no matter what your goal is, Health is always should be one of the biggest priorities in your life. Conferences, books, there's abundance of resources out there. So making sure that you invest in quality resources. You have to invest in yourself and seek out support. We cannot do this alone. The second reason is you don't have accountability. I've talked about those 3 different types of people that you need in your life to help with to be your support group. We need others to hold us accountable. We need that teacher, coach, the mentor, partners, friends. We need them to be on board and to believe in us. And the third reason is you don't surround yourself with people who believe in you. So this brings us again back to that accountability group. We need people to believe in us so that we can better believe in ourselves, especially if we do have a bad day or we have a fall and we miss our step. If we have somebody else who believes in us and can help us rise back up, we can get right back on track. Obstacles, I'm going to tell you right now, obstacles are inevitable. You will face obstacles along the way when you're trying to achieve a goal. You have 2 choices, though, when you do face those obstacles. You can just give up. That's fine. Just give up the goal. You're not going to be successful. Okay. Or you can use that obstacle as a learning experience. And that way, too, you can figure out, well, what didn't work in my strategy? How can I fix it? How can I re-strategize? How can I get back onto the path? What do I need to do? So you can learn from it. You should have plans in place for potential obstacles, and remember your why throughout the entire process. You have a big reason for wanting to achieve this goal. Don't forget it, and make sure you believe in yourself. Touch base with those mentors, the accountability partners, your support groups. Touch base with them, especially when you're struggling. That's not a time to shy away. And having those tasks in the calendar ahead of time, they can help you get back on track. So that is basically it for the amazing goal setting workshop. I hope you enjoyed it. And I do want you guys to create some type of vision board. So this is what I talked about before, either writing out or typing out your goals, making them aesthetically pleasing. Put some motivational quotes on there, motivational pictures, and then print it out and sign it as a contract to yourself and put it somewhere where you can see it every single day so that no matter what, you can check in with yourself and see how you're doing on your goals. So I just want to say thank you so much for attending. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please comment below, and or you can email me at hanfitness, that's HAHNFITNESS @gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. So again, my name was Kelly Hahn, and I'm the owner of Han Fitness and part of the Magnificent Me workshop series. Thanks for joining.